Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here. Welcome to the second season of the Manchester United We Made It career mode. We won the Premier League, finally. I'm not sure if I've ever won the Premier League in the last like 2 FIFA 15 career modes I've been doing, whether it's because I haven't been in the Premier League or whatever, but it's been a while. So we did that. We had 2 other competitions we were competing in. They were, of course, the Capital One Cup and the FA Cup. No European football, but now, oh yeah, you betcha, Champions League is back. So we've got that to look forward to. We got knocked out in the quarterfinals of both the Capital One and the FA Cup, which is very annoying. So hopefully we can win one of those two, or at least go further than the bloody quarterfinals in either of those 2 competitions. As with almost every single career mode that I do at the start of every season, we get players that I made, of course, pre-contract offers for, and so we're going to have a look at some of them right now. We also had one player leave, and that is Falcao, who we had on loan. He got to a 90, so we have we have Hernandez filling in that spot, who we get back from a loan from Real Madrid. I still like having Rooney playing that centre attacking midfield spot. But anyway, I'll get into the starting lineup a little bit sooner because I want to go in depth a little bit more about my newer players that I've, brought in from pre-contract. We've got Ali Ahamada, who is a goalkeeper from, he was from Ligue 1. So yeah, we've got him, who's a good goalkeeper, because we've got like 3 other goalkeepers or 2 other goalkeepers already, but they're all quite old, and he's either a little too old with a not good enough rating, or too young with a very, very poor rating. So, I don't know. Another player was Dzuba, who's a good striker, a tall, relatively pacey, not too much striker that's good. So, we've got another good little striker back up there, which is nice. We've got Cahill, which is good. Just, again, filling up the depth in that the centre-back position, so really strengthening the defense. We've also, excuse me, what the fuck? We've also got Fabian Schär, who's a little bit older at 23, but at 77, he still has a decent potential, mid-80s, so that's good. We've got him in there as well. And to be honest, that's probably about it. I mean, Schär's the last one. Looking at everybody else, we've of course got a few players that we signed last season during January, and then we get a few players back on loan, like Nani and of course, Nick Powell, Saha, and all that lot. Florian Said or whatever it is, I'm not too sure how to pronounce it, but anyway, he's a player that someone bought me a gift from the catalogue where you just scout a future star for me, and I logged in the career mode, and then it immediately searched for him. So I inadvertently got him for free, apparently. And, yeah, but we got him. He ended up being 69 rated with a decent potential, so he's in the team too. And the starting 11 stays like this at the moment. De Gea still in goal. We've got Laporte and Jones at centre-back positions. Rodriguez at left-back. Rafael De Silva on the right-back. Schneiderlin and Pogba at the 2 centre-back positions. Rooney and Di Maria centre attacking mids. Di Maria's injured for like a couple of days, so no fret there. And Van Persie and Hernandez as strike force up front. And just touching on the youth academy and the youth players, let's have a look at it. The class of 15, I was scouting all last season for crazy, terrific players, and now this is what we have. Connor Carroll, 5'1". Fuck no, he is way too short. Hopefully he'll grow, but still, he's got decent max overall and potential, which isn't cracking the 90s, but still that's okay. Dom Oliver, he looks very good, nice overall, good potential. Again, not a great potential there, but still a very nice high overall for Boyle, Jake Rasulo, whatever. There you go, max overall of 66, and potential's not good, but this guy is the highlight of my entire freaking class of 15. James O'Connor. He's given up rugby and he's taken up soccer, and it's worked out so well for him. Minimum overall, 66. Max overall, 80. Minimum potential, 84. And then his max potential is, of course, he could be the new Messi. I cannot wait to see how he turns out. He looks fantastic. I've got Jamie James, who's got a shit rating and a shit potential, but I just signed him because of his name. Jamie James, that's a great fucking name. Kyle Armstrong, shit overall, good potential. Michael Evans, good overall, average potential. Hamill as well, good potential, decent overall, very good overall, very good potential. I like him. Rudahari Evans as well, good overall, good potential. I'm loving it. Decent potential, good overall, again decent overall, not great potential, average potential, not great overall, decent potential, very good potential, and very good overall. So there you go. We got a few players. We got maybe 8 or so players that have a max potential in the 90s. So that is a great little crop of players. But once again, I'm not going to be signing any of these players until they come to me saying that they want to be in the squad, because that's just how it is. I mean, the longer you keep them in the youth academy, then the more they'll grow. And finally, I reckon there's one last thing that we have to go through, and that is, of course, the players that I'm going to be selling before we eventually advance on through for the first day. But players I've at least transfer listed. So, I've got Tom Cleverley. I feel like 25 years of age, 75 overall, not much he can grow from there. And, I don't know, I feel like I've got plenty of depth in that position anyway. Amos and Johnston. I'd only sell one of them, but I've just got both up anyway. I've got Reece James as well at 21 years of age and 60 overall. I think it might have passed him a little bit anyway. It's too late for him to grow. We've got Fletcher at 75. I reckon just get him off because he might retire next season. You never know. Fellaini, I do have him transfer listed. I'm still not sure whether or not I'll sell him or not, but still, he might just come down to payroll. And we are trying to free up some space for some of those class of 15 players as well. We've got 40 players on our list of a total of 42. I've got Smalling as well and Tyler Blackett, both transfer listed as well, because we've got a lot of good centre-backs now, and maybe even too many. So there we go. And one last thing I did, super duper quick, I just put up a few players for loan. So we've got Zaha for loan, Keane for loan, Byron for loan, Nick Powell for loan, Pereira again for loan. Again, he's like 59 overall. He better have a really good growth this season. And yeah, we've got Wilson and Saeed, both up for loan. I can finally advance first day done. And really, in terms of transfer business, apart from all the players I have for loan and selling, there's only one thing that I really want to achieve in this transfer window. I don't have any other players that I really have my eye on signing just to sort of improve the team, apart from one. And the only way it's going to happen, really, is if we sell one of our better players. And I'm thinking that player might end up being RVP, just considering he's getting a little bit old now, and he might retire next season. We might not get anything for him if that happens. The player that I might be selling RVP for to swap with, and this might be pretty obvious, Cristiano Ronaldo. I need to get him back to Manchester United at some point, and I feel like, why not now? As a matter of fact, why haven't I had a look at him yet? There he is, and the great thing as well is because he's such a high-profile player, we already know everything about him, his wage and his overall and everything. But he's dropped obviously down. He's now 30 years of age, so he's getting fucking old. But anyway, he's actually really, I don't know, he's a little older than what I thought he was. I know this is technically the future, but still. He's $71 million, which is a lot cheaper than what he was last year. Getting paid still half a fucking $1 million worth of wage. That's ridiculous, but still. I definitely would be up for trying to maybe get something. I'd definitely be up for, I don't even know if maybe a straight swap between him and Ronaldo, between Ronaldo and Van Persie would be possible, but I don't know. Any way we can, I would love to bring Ronaldo back this season. As a matter of fact, I very highly doubt it, but, you know, Robin Van Persie is $75 million, and, you know, that's actually technically more than what Cristiano Ronaldo's value is, but still, the chief executive saying that they want shitloads more for him is understandable. But I'm going to see if the straight swap is possible. I doubt it very, very much. I think we have to sell Van Persie and then try to get Cristiano Ronaldo in with the extra cash that we have. But any options, any way we can. That's what I'm thinking. And it sucks too, because Van Persie was, well, it'd be sad to see Van Persie go. He was the highest, he was the Golden Boot winner last season, obviously. And that actually probably helps us out because it means he'd go for more, or maybe he's more valuable. But really, only time will tell. If they don't accept the trade, then surely we'll eventually get a transfer offer for him, which will be worth tons. And Real Madrid have accepted. I can't believe it. Do you think that's realistic? Do you think if Real Madrid were offered for, let's say, obviously we know Ronaldo's going to go down in form eventually, and then they were offered RVP, would that ever happen? I doubt it, but fuck it, who cares? It's happened now. He doesn't want a pay increase. He's fine to stay the way it is. Oh my God, Cristiano Ronaldo. That happened so much quicker than what I thought it would. I thought I'd have to sell Van Persie and get, you know, bring the cash in and then just go through all the really long offer after offer after offer to Real Madrid. But no, the trade offers just happened first time. I can't believe it. And he has accepted the offer. It took 10 days. It took I've been recording for 15 minutes. We've already got Cristiano Ronaldo in the second season. What a result. And look at that. After the trade of Robin Van Persie, we're only losing an extra $125,000 worth of wage extra compared to Van Persie's. But we have now signed Cristiano Ronaldo. Welcome back, son. Oh, wow. And there he is, kids. Oh, my God. All right. Well, obviously, I'm going to have to put him into the lineup, and that formation doesn't really suit him. So I think I'm going to change formation, which is good because it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. But just give me a minute, and I'll be back with you soon. So here we go. Do you like it? I think I do, because here we go. We've got Rooney. He's finally, for the first time, really not playing a centre attacking midfielder role. He is purely alone up there as a striker, because now that Van Persie's left, he's technically our best striker. So we've got him. We've got Di Maria still playing as a centre attacking midfielder in his best position, which is good, because I feel like his talents are wasted a little bit out on the wing. But still, he's sitting behind Rooney. We've got We've got Ronaldo obviously on the left. That's fantastic. We've got Nani, who is really our best right midfielder now, on the right. Schneiderlin and Pogba, still two centre defensive midfielders. And then we've got, of course, Rodriguez, Laporte, De Gea in goal, Jones, and Rafael. The back four staying the same. But that is the formation now. Really, that's pretty solid. I don't know if there's many improvements that we should make. really need to make. Maybe we could potentially get another right mid. But I don't know. I feel like Nani and Valencia can probably hold that down quite well. But still, I reckon we might look at more right mids. But I'm not in any hurry. But really, we'll have a look anyway. I'll send a few scouts out. We'll see. Mate, I'm just pumped. We got Ronaldo back. This is so sick. And just in case anyone else has any concerns, I have done the right thing. I've given Ronaldo the number 7 like he needs. And I've actually given Angel Di Maria, who was number 7 before, I've taken him back to 22, what his number was at Real Madrid. So, I feel like that's probably fair. I think that's how I'm going with it anyway. So I'm specifically looking for a right midfielder, maximum 5-year contract, first team quality, and I'm making the cutoff age 25. I don't want to sign anyone that's older than 25, apart from special examples such as Ronaldo. So I'll see if we come up with any beast right mids that really pop up and then I go, ooh, maybe, and then they entice me and I go to sign them or not. But still, apart from that, we're really just advancing on through until the first, friendlies, and we'll see if we get any offers for any of our players or anything like that. We'll see. Here is one player that we do have out on for sale, and that is Millwall. Anyway, Ben Amos. So yeah, 65 overall, 25 years of age. I mean, he is not growing anywhere anytime soon. So yeah, that's definitely one player that we can get rid of. But still, so yeah, Millwall, who'll become the first sale away anyway, apart from Van Persie. We've got 2 players from Germany. We've got, of course, they're both from Bayern, but we've got Rendon Shaqiri, who is again a very good player, and Thomas Müller, who again is one of the best right midfielders in the world, one of the best players in the world, really. But oh man, I know that maybe Manchester United were interested in Müller, but still, I mean that's another pretty expensive transfer, 53 million, Jesus. And watch Shaqiri. We're not sure. Whatever. I don't really know. I'm probably not going to make a decision on whether or not I'm going to sign a right midfielder in this episode. But that means that I get to hear your input. Because I really want you to know. If any players pop up, any right midfielders pop up and you're like, oh yeah, sign them. I really want you to sign them. Then let me know in the comments because I'll go through them all. And if any one player keeps coming up, then I might get a little bit of consideration going their way. Fiorentina, who offered 20 million for Marcos Rojo, I counted for 35 million, have now sent me their re-offer of 21 million. What is even the point? No, I'm done. And we can see that the sale did go through to Millwall, so Ben Amos is gone, and we now have Chris Smalling and David De Gea. One player I am thinking about selling is, of course, Chris Smalling, and the other player I'm definitely not thinking about selling is David De Gea, but Barcelona want 33 million for him. I'm not just rejecting, I'm rejecting all offers. I know that's good money, but no. But Chris Smalling, we've got so many centre-backs now, I feel like we have to let at least one go, and that player might end up being Chris Smalling, so I reckon if you're going to pay, at least pay, maybe not 7 million, but a little bit more than what he's worth, 7.5. We'll see if they accept that, and maybe even hit the middle of, maybe even hit like 6.5. I'll be happy with that. They have accepted the 7.5. Cool, so we're going to make a $500,000 profit on Smalling. And I accidentally somehow managed to send my scout to Portugal instead of some other country, but apparently there's a player in Portugal. Is it Kevin? No, it's Eduardo Salvio, who is 25 years of age and looking interesting. I don't know. He's a player that not a lot of people. I'm sure he's quite a decent footballer in real life. Obviously, if you're playing at Benfica, but still, there's another right midfielder for your suggestions. So far, we've got Shaqiri, Thomas Müller, and Eduardo Salvio. So I don't know. It's once again, it's all. In fact, I'm just going to scout all these players right now. I don't know why I'm not. So that way at the end of the episode, we'll have a pretty good idea. 18 days. We'll have a better idea of what their stats are. Here we go. An update from Spain. What do we got? Feghouli, who's actually, maybe not too big a name in career mode, but I think he should be because he's got a surprisingly high potential. Now, I don't know if the potential actually matches what his potential should be in real life, but he's actually like high 80s, like nearly cracking 90 potential. I'm not even kidding. So, and right away, you can see what his athleticism, technical ability, shooting, and all that stuff is. And he goes for 31 million. He's 85 rated. Wow. So there we go. That's another. It's definitely up there. There we have it. Again, that's another player for your consideration. We've got, what are we up to now? Oh my god, I've got such a shit memory. Shaqiri, Müller, Salvio, and now Feghouli. We've got 2 very prominent names and 2 not so big names, but still obviously very highly rated players. We now have one final player as well, which is Juan Manuel Iturbe, who is another very highly rated, maybe not highly rated, but he's got a very high potential, which is good. Another right winger as well, so yeah, and apparently he's not too bad as well, but let's have a look at him. He's, we don't obviously know what his overall or what his value is, so I'll scout him as well, but just going off the stats that we know now, they are it, and he looks like he's a very pacey, very nice little agile and sort of right winger as well, so he'd be very good too. But now I am going to end the episode, guys, I promise you, and these are the 5 right midfielders that I'm looking at, and the 5 right midfielders that I want you to really pick from and see what player you really want the most. Obviously, there's some good players in there. We've got Xherdan Shaqiri, who's got very nice consistent stats everywhere. Looks pacey, agile, which is terrific and exactly what we want. So maybe him. We don't know what his value is, sadly, but still. We've got Thomas Müller, who's not as quick, but still just a class midfielder. Right midfielder, that's for sure. 53 million, so quite expensive. We've got Eduardo Salvio, 81 rated. Really almost no point in getting him, considering that we've already got Nani and Valencia that are already 81 rated, but still. We've got Faguli as well, 85 rated. A bit of a play that you wouldn't normally see in most career modes, but again, that's a possible option. And then we've got Juan Manuel Iturbe, who has always been a really good career mode potential, but hasn't been too well, he hasn't been one of the big career mode players, so I might be interested in getting him as well. He looks pacey as all hell as well, so yeah, but in the end, it all comes down to you. Let me know what you think. Let me know what players you want me to sign. And that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you for watching this first episode of the 2nd season. So thank you for watching, guys. That's going to do it for me. Thank you for watching, and peace out. Bye-bye.